Hello, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, Airsoft Al, and as you thought that this was going to be a zombie review, well, you are wrong, when in fact, it was I! A boy who lives meets IMP review! Yes, I had to do a semi-JoJo reference to get that out of the fucking way. Either way, though, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of the Moon Harvest Festival arc. And oh boy, there's a lot to unpack, but the ending I'm going to allude to, but not divulge into. I can only hope the author actually fucking does something, at least. Either way, though, as I predicted, of course, in the last review about the relationship between Harry Potter's grandparents and, of course, his adopted father, Moxie.
Fuck you! I was right! Fuck you! I was right! Fuck you! I was right!
Yeah, they are indeed doting grandparents. They absolutely love Harry Potter, even if they are not his own blood. That doesn't matter. They still love him as family. They want to fucking spoil him as family. They just want him to grow up to be big and strong. And, of course, Moxie is kicked to the curb. But what I love about it is the dynamic of the rest of the family. And yes, about the transgender fucking imp. Don't care, really. I honestly couldn't give a shit about gender politics, and I honestly don't give a fuck about it, so moving on. What I do love about, though, is that it does give more world building and more insight into the family as a whole. While, yes, Moxie is not exactly respected, still, that doesn't mean they don't love Harry. And while, yes, he's their little fire starter, and the rest of the family absolutely loves him and adores him and tries to spoil him in almost every second, it is actually good. And unlike the last episode, well, unlike the show where Moxie tries to take on a hail hog, as I like to call them because they're hogs in hell, no, Grandpappy tells Harry, why don't you go ahead and take them claws and them horns and go wrangle us up some more food. And Luna actually wants to back him up. And again, I love the dynamic of it. I love the setup. I love the way this is all going. And I want to see more of this. I want to see more of the family, more or less. How they are going to react to Harry. You know, just a little bit more family time. I really do love it. And it's very wholesome, even if it is in hell. As for Stryker's introduction, however, this is where things get a little bit more crazy, because apparently Stryker, the assassin, yes, I know, spoilers, is there not just for the Goetia, but for Harry.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, apparently Harry was also a fucking target. Excuse me, which, thankfully enough, was not... nothing happened to Harry, thank God. But the fact that we didn't get to see the scene where we get to see Harry literally go fucking ape shit on a son of a bitch for hurting his ma and pa. Really fucking cock-blocked, you son of a bitch.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Because I would have loved to have seen that. I would have loved to have literally, because for those of you who have forgotten, and I mean this, forgotten from the first fucking couple chapters, where the moth demon literally had Harry and his parents against a wall and threatened to hurt them. Harry discovered he was a dragon at that point and literally unleashed hellfire from his mouth, which was his boiling absolute fucking rage of someone threatening to hurt his damn family, putting that son of a bitch down, and letting his dad, yes, his dad, Moxie, who he has acknowledged as his father, put a fucking bullet through that son of a bitch's head.
That's fucking metal as fuck, dude!
I would have loved to have seen Harry's reaction to not only his father getting the shit beat out of him, but also his mom, who, if you need a reminder why not to fuck with Millie, literally started shanking fucking Stryker in the damn back until he literally fucking threw her to the ground. And then when they threw them in the basement, she gets her leg fucking trapped in a bear trap. Or would that be a hell bear trap because they're in hell? So is that still a bear? No. In episode 6, in Truth Seekers, Blitzo did say he'd use the bear traps on Stolas. So what I'm trying to say is I would have loved to have seen Harry's reaction, because this is an older Harry. This is an older dragon demon boy who was a good boy. I really wanted to see what his reaction would have been to his parents getting hurt. Honestly, I felt a little cock-blocked. I felt robbed. I felt blue-balled. But the fucking ending really did show a new antagonist. And I can only speculate who that is, because, again, not a lot of people have any connections to hell. Not a lot of overlords around. But if I had to take a guess as to who wanted Harry dead, or at least who was gunning for Harry, I'd have to say it's either one of the other overlords or some of Valentino's old crew who wants Harry dead for literally getting their boss killed, or some other rival not wanting Harry alive. Or again, there is a lot to unpack in that ending, and I'm not going to say whether or not the Goetia was shot and killed. I'm not going to say anything to that extent, because, again, it was vague. It's vague on whether or not, that did happen. I'm not going to say whether it happened or not. I'm just going to wait till the next chapter release to actually find out what the hell happened. Just like the rest of you, ladies and gentlemen. But, till then, next time on Media Reviews, a PayPal-sponsored review of Idiom. Basically rifle and sword adventure, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, I will see you lovely, lovely people in the next video. And if you want to come hang out with me and other authors like me, or not like me, although I do sometimes write fanfiction, there is a Discord link in the pinned comment, as well as the link to this chapter if you want to read it yourself, or if you want to check it out. And, of course, a PayPal link down there if you want to help support the channel. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all next time. Later.